Our story, a tale of ambition, conquest and enduring legacy, begins not with the height of glory, not with an empire resplendent in its power and reach, but with humble beginnings, a cluster of simple huts clinging to the slopes of 7 hills overlooking the Tiber River. This unassuming location would become the heart of a civilization. Tradition passed down through generations claims Rome was officially founded in 753 BC by Romulus after a legendary and ultimately tragic quarrel with his twin brother Remus. The story tells of fratricide, a dark omen for the city's future. While undoubtedly myth, this foundational story reflects Rome's self-image, a people born for greatness, their character forged in the crucible of constant struggle and relentless ambition. The early Romans were not a single, unified people, but rather a mix of Latins and various other local tribes inhabiting the Italian peninsula, each with their own customs and traditions. They constantly fought for their very survival against more powerful and established neighbors, most notably the sophisticated and influential Etruscans to the north. For centuries, from their legendary founding until the late 6th century BC, Rome was ruled by kings. But the reign of the last king, the tyrannical Tarquin the Proud, became unbearable, leading to his violent overthrow in 509 BC. This revolution marked the definitive end of the Roman monarchy and heralded the birth of the Roman Republic, a revolutionary form of government where power was carefully shared amongst various officials and institutions, ensuring that no single man could rule as an absolute dictator. Each year, Roman citizens would elect magistrates and a powerful Senate composed of Rome's wealthiest and most experienced citizens, effectively replace the kings, carefully creating a complex system of checks and balances designed to prevent tyranny and promote stability. This bold new republic, with its innovative approach to governance, set Rome firmly on its ambitious path, transforming it from a small, vulnerable city-state into the undisputed master of the entire Mediterranean world. The Roman Republic, initially a small city-state, possessed a hidden strength that would propel it to dominate the Mediterranean world. That strength was its relentless expansion, a driving force that shaped its destiny and ultimately its downfall. Rome aggressively fought and systematically absorbed its neighbors across the Italian peninsula, forging a unified territory. But Rome didn't just conquer, it cleverly turned former enemies into valuable allies and loyal soldiers, bolstering its military might. By 264 BC, Rome had achieved dominance over Italy, a testament to its military prowess and political acumen. This burgeoning power did not go unnoticed, drawing the wary attention of Carthage, a major maritime power. Carthage was its greatest rival, a formidable adversary that controlled vast trade networks and a powerful navy. The clash between these two titans led to the Punic Wars, epic struggles that tested Rome's very existence and nearly destroyed it, pushing the Republic to the brink of collapse. The threat was especially acute when Hannibal, the brilliant Carthaginian general, daringly invaded Italy with his war elephants, causing widespread panic and devastation. Yet Rome's legendary resilience prevailed. Its citizens and soldiers refused to yield. Ultimately, Carthage was decisively defeated, its power broken, and its empire dismantled. As a result, Rome claimed Sicily, a strategic island in the Mediterranean, marking a significant expansion of its territory. Furthermore, Rome gained control of Spain and expanded its reach even more. These victories brought immense wealth flowing into Rome and established new provinces, enriching the Republic beyond imagination. However, this rapid expansion also created deep social strains within Roman society, exacerbating existing inequalities. Ambitious and powerful generals like Marius, Sulla, and Pompey rose to prominence, wielding immense influence. They increasingly used their loyal armies not just for defense, but also for personal political gain, undermining the authority of the Senate. The Republic's traditional system of governance, originally designed for a small city-state, began to buckle and creak under the immense weight and complexity of managing a vast empire. As a result, social unrest and political violence erupted with increasing frequency in the streets of Rome. This instability set the stage for devastating civil wars that would ultimately tear the Republic apart. Thus, Rome's greatest triumphs and territorial gains ironically carried within them the seeds of its own undoing, leading to its eventual transformation into an empire. In the annals of Roman history, few figures loom as large or cast as long a shadow as Julius Caesar. A brilliant general, a shrewd politician, and a captivating orator, Caesar was a man of unparalleled ambition and talent. Caesar's military campaigns, particularly his conquest of Gaul, not only expanded Rome's territory but also cemented his reputation as a military genius. He forged a deep bond with his legions, winning their unwavering loyalty through his courage, charisma, and generosity. This devotion, however, became a source of concern for the Roman Senate, who viewed Caesar's growing power with increasing alarm, threatening the Senate's authority. The simmering tensions finally boiled over, and civil war erupted, tearing the Republic apart. The point of no return came when Caesar crossed the Rubicon in 49 BC, defying the Senate's orders and marching his army on Rome. In the ensuing conflict, Caesar decisively toppling Pompey, his former ally and now bitter rival. With his enemies defeated, Caesar returned to Rome, seizing power and consolidating his control over the Republic. He was named dictator for life, a title that granted him unprecedented authority and effectively made him the sole ruler of Rome. Caesar's ambitious reforms and consolidation of power alarmed many senators, who feared he intended to establish a permanent monarchy. They believed that Caesar's actions threatened the very foundations of the Republic and feared monarchy's return. Their fears culminated in a bloody conspiracy. On the Ides of March 44 BC, Julius Caesar was assassinated in the Roman Senate, stabbed to death by a group of senators who sought to restore the Republic. However, their actions proved futile, as the assassination of Caesar did not lead to the restoration of the Republic. But the Republic could not be restored. Instead, Caesar's death plunged Rome into further chaos, as various factions vied for control. Among the key players in the power struggle was Mark Antony, Caesar's loyal lieutenant, and Octavian, Caesar's adopted son and designated heir. Both men were ambitious and determined to seize control of Rome. The stage was set for another round of civil war as Antony and Octavian battled for supremacy. In the end, Octavian emerged victorious, defeating Antony and Cleopatra at the Battle of Actium. He learned from Caesar's mistakes, understanding the dangers of appearing too autocratic. In 27 BC, he adopted the title of Augustus, carefully crafting an image of a benevolent leader. He became Rome's first emperor, ushering in a new era of imperial rule. Augustus was careful to cloak his absolute power in the trappings of republican tradition, maintaining the facade of a functioning republic. Augustus's reign marked the beginning of the Pax Romana, a period of unprecedented peace and prosperity throughout the Roman Empire. This golden age brought stability, economic growth, and cultural flourishing to Rome and its vast territories. The Roman Republic, with its ideals of citizen participation and senatorial rule, was effectively gone. In its place, the Roman Empire had begun a new chapter in Roman history marked by imperial power and centralized control. Ordinary Romans lived far from the grandeur of emperors. Most crowded into noisy, dangerous apartment blocks called insulae, starting their days with simple meals and hard work. The Forum was the city's heart, where business, politics, and gossip thrived. Public baths offered relaxation and socializing for all classes. Family life was ruled by the paterfamilias, while women of status could wield influence behind the scenes. Boys from wealthy families studied reading, writing, and rhetoric. Entertainment was everywhere. Chariot races at the Circus Maximus, gladiator games at the Colosseum. Bread and circuses kept the masses content and showcased Rome's power. The Roman army was the backbone of the empire, disciplined, innovative, and relentless. Legionaries built roads, forts, and camps, wielding the pilum and gladius with deadly skill. Rome's wars defined its borders, the Punic Wars, Caesar's conquest of Gaul, and brutal campaigns in the east. The defeat at Carrhae by Parthia revealed Rome's limits, while the conquest of Britannia tested its reach. Rebellions like Boudicca's in Britain showed the challenges of holding distant lands. Rome's legions left their mark everywhere, building roads and walls like Hadrian's to secure the frontiers. Each victory expanded the empire, but every conquest brought new challenges. The cost of constant warfare would eventually strain Rome to the breaking point. Rome's genius lay in engineering and organization. Concrete revolutionized construction, enabling grand structures like the Colosseum and Pantheon. Aqueducts brought fresh water to cities, improving health and daily life. Over 50,000 miles of roads connected the empire, moving armies, goods, and ideas. Roman roads and bridges were marvels of durability and design. Architecture became propaganda. Monuments like the Colosseum and Pantheon showcased imperial power. The Pantheon's dome, still standing after 2 millennia, is a testament to Roman ambition. These innovations shaped not just Rome, but the world that followed. Rome's fall was a slow unraveling, not a sudden collapse. Civil wars, economic crisis, and relentless invasions weakened the empire from within and without. Diocletian split the empire in two, but unity faded. In 476 AD, the Western Empire ended when Romulus Augustulus was deposed. The Eastern Empire Byzantium endured for another 1,000 years. Yet Rome's legacy is everywhere in languages, laws, roads, and ideas of citizenship and government. Roman engineering and architecture still inspire awe. The Republic's ideals echo in modern democracies. The shadow of Rome